This is the BLACK+DECKER Smart Portable Air Conditioner. It's a compact white tower with soft curves and a clean face, about 28 inches tall, a little over 17 inches wide, and just under 14 inches deep. The vent is front-facing, the controls sit on top where they're easy to see, and the whole unit rolls on sturdy casters with side handles. The design looks simple and practical, the kind of appliance that blends into a bedroom or living room without drawing attention. I've got the hose and window bracket attached out the back, and the included remote sits in my hand with that follow-me temperature sensor ready to do its thing. Key features are what pulled me toward this model. It's rated at 12,000 BTU under the older ASHRAE spec, but 8,000 BTU under SACC, which is the newer, more realistic standard that accounts for heat losses in real-world conditions. If that sounds technical, the short version is, SACC is the number to trust for cooling power you'll actually feel. There's also 9,000 BTU heating for cooler months, a dehumidifier mode, and a simple fan mode, so it's a 4-in-1 unit. Wi-Fi controls built in, so I can adjust it from my phone or ask Alexa or Google Assistant to set a temperature. The remote's Follow Me feature lets the remote act like a thermostat, telling the unit to hit the temperature where I am, not just where the AC is sitting. From my experience, cooling performance is the headline. In a 400 to 500 square foot open plan area, I noticed a difference in the first 10 minutes, and the room felt genuinely comfortable after about an hour, even when outdoor temps were high. In a smaller bedroom, it's faster. It pulls the heat and humidity down quickly, which helps me sleep. It's perfect for people who don't have central air, for renters who can't install a window unit, or for anyone who wants targeted cooling in a home office or upstairs room that runs hot. I've also used heat mode on a chilly morning and found it surprisingly capable for a space that size. It won't replace a whole house system, but it takes the edge off in shoulder seasons and saves me from firing up the main heat. Noise is always the tricky topic with portable ACs. The spec sheet lists 52 dB, which is quiet on paper for this category. In my opinion, the sound you care about is the combo of the fan and the compressor. On low fan or sleep mode, I get a steady low whoosh that fades into the background. On high, it's more present, and I'd call it a firm hum rather than a whisper. People vary on what they can sleep through, and rooms amplify sound differently. I'm comfortable leaving it on low at night and letting sleep mode manage the temperature. If I'm taking a call, I'll set the fan to low or switch to dehumidify, which usually keeps the compressor cycling less often. Setup is straightforward as long as you have a typical single hung or sliding window. The kit includes the foam seal, adjustable window bracket, exhaust hose, and the couplers you need. I measured my window, slid the bracket to size, sealed the gaps, and clicked the hose into place. For a tighter seal, I add a bit of extra foam around the sash. If your window swings out or tilts, plan on a separate casement kit or a DIY panel. A snug seal matters a lot because any hot air sneaking back in will make the AC work harder. I also like to keep the exhaust hose as short and straight as possible. With single hose units like this, the hose can warm up, which is normal. If you run the unit for long stretches on very hot days, wrap the hose with insulation to cut radiant heat and improve efficiency. Dehumidify mode is a quiet highlight for me. On humid days, pulling moisture out of the air often makes the room feel cooler, even at the same temperature. This model has auto evaporation, which means most of the water is sent out with the exhaust, so I rarely need to drain it in cooling mode. In very humid conditions, or when I'm running dehumidify for hours, I can attach the drain hose and lead it to a floor drain to keep things hands-off. The filter slides out from the side and rinses under a tap, which is a small maintenance task that pays off in airflow and efficiency. Smart control is practical, not gimmicky. I use the app to start cooling before I get home and to check the room temperature without getting up. Sleep mode bumps the set point slightly and slows the fan to keep the room comfortable without cycling hard. The Follow Me remote is more useful than I expected. If I'm working at a desk across the room, I keep the remote next to me and the unit aims for that exact spot's temperature. It's a simple way to avoid overcooling the corner where the AC sits. Power and energy are what you'd expect for this size, 115 volts and up to around 1400 watts under heavy load. I plug it straight into a dedicated outlet and skip extension cords. If I'm cooling a medium room, I set the target temperature to a realistic 72 to 74 degrees and let it cruise, which avoids constant full throttle operation and keeps the sound and energy draw in check. Build quality feels solid for the price. The shell is sturdy, the casters roll smoothly on hardwood, and the top controls are sensibly placed away from the vent. I appreciate that the top-mounted panel keeps any condensation away from electronics. The unit weighs just under 54 pounds, but thanks to the casters and handles, I can roll it between rooms without effort. The look is neutral enough to sit in a bedroom or living room without clashing with furniture. I had a couple of hesitations before I brought this in. I've read a mix of comments on noise and on single hose efficiency. Living with it, I think the concerns are manageable if you set it up right. Sealing the window well, keeping the hose short, and using sleep mode at night made the experience easy for me. If you're very sensitive to sound or cooling a space larger than 550 square feet with high ceilings and lots of sun, set expectations accordingly, or consider using this as a targeted solution in the most used area of the space. Key features that make daily use better are the 4-in-1 modes, the Follow Me remote, Wi-Fi and voice control, the slide-out washable filter, and the included window kit. The stated coverage is up to 550 square feet, and that matches what I've seen. I've pushed it a bit beyond that in a pinch, but the sweet spot for cooling feels like medium to medium-large rooms. The claimed 52 dB sound level is reasonable in low to mid fan speeds. The heat mode is a helpful bonus that I actually use. The unit's shape and size tuck into corners easily, and the neutral design keeps attention on comfort rather than the appliance. From my experience, this model hits a strong balance of performance, convenience, and price. It cools quickly, it's easy to move, and it gives me practical control options that I actually use. In my opinion, the biggest variable is how you feel about the sound profile. I'm fine with it on low and sleep. On high, it's audible but not harsh, like a steady box fan with a compressor cycling in the background. If you've used portable ACs before, this will fit your expectations. If this is your first one, think of it as a powerful fan plus fridge sound rather than whisper quiet. It's perfect for renters, home offices, bedrooms, and living rooms where window units aren't an option, and for anyone who wants both cooling and supplemental heat in one device. I'd recommend this for people who prioritize fast, reliable cooling and want the flexibility of moving the unit around the home, and who are willing to seal the window well and live with the normal sound of a portable AC. If you're set on near-silent operation, a ductless mini-split is the class to research, but that's a bigger install. In conclusion, the BLACK+DECKER Smart Portable Air Conditioner with Heat delivers the performance I hoped for, with smart, useful controls and a straightforward setup. It's a well-rounded, year-round comfort tool that tackles cooling, heating, dehumidifying, and air circulation with minimal fuss. The design is practical, the footprint is compact, and the daily experience is simple. Set the temp, choose the mode, and let it handle the rest. I will leave all the information about the BLACK+DECKER Smart Portable Air Conditioner in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.